Honestly, I'm done talking about Epstein for the time being. I'm going to trust my friends in the administration. I'm going to trust my friends in the government to do what needs to be done, solve it, balls in their hands. I've said plenty this last weekend.
Hey, everybody. This is Troy over at Uncomfortable Truths. Thanks for checking me out. So today we have to continue talking about Trump and the Epstein files because all of the House Republicans have just decided to throw away their principles, and in order to protect Donald Trump and the PDF files contained within the Epstein documents, they've decided to block the Democrats' attempts at transparency. Let's take a look at this article from Axios. House GOP blocks second Dem attempt to release Epstein files. And guys, don't get it twisted here. It is 100% the House Republicans that are actually blocking this. And if there is nothing in the Epstein files for us to be worried about, and it's not tied to Trump, then why the heck is Trump trying so hard to make sure that we don't get to see what's in those files? He ran on it. He ran on a lot of things that he's not delivering. But for some reason, this one gets him super riled up to the point where he's literally calling independent or so-called independent right-wing YouTubers and telling them they need to quit covering this. Well, that's pretty remarkable coming from a guy who supposedly just wanted free speech, right? Well, I'm not buying it, and you shouldn't either.
Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison, and a lot of people want to know if she's going to turn in powerful people. And I know you've talked in the past about Prince Andrew, and you've criticized Bill Clinton's behavior. I'm wondering, do you feel that she's going to turn in powerful men? How do you see that working out?
I don't know. I haven't really been following it too much. I just wish her well, frankly. I've met her numerous times over the years, especially since I lived in Palm Beach, and I guess they lived in Palm Beach. But I wish her well, whatever it is.
House Republicans on Tuesday voted down another Democratic procedural maneuver aimed at forcing the Justice Department to release documents related to Jeffrey Epstein. It's the second time this week that Democrats have forced their GOP colleagues to choose between loyalty to President Trump and a MAGA base that is furious at his administration over its handling of the Epstein files. And guys, we should be furious over this. It is completely unacceptable that Donald Trump isn't releasing those files and that he gets so worked up about it anytime someone asks. Have you seen Donald Trump get this worked up about anything else? No, you haven't. And honestly, we need to address why this is happening. It's either because he is involved in the Epstein files, which we already know that he was friends with Epstein. It's an uncomfortable truth, but we need to address it. And you don't have to defend this guy just because you may have voted for him. Look, I was making videos about Donald Trump and why you should vote for him. I thought he was going to end overseas wars. I thought he was going to take care of things at home. And I thought he was going to put America first. Well, he's not doing that. This is making sure that criminals get away with attacking children. And right now, the GOP is backing Trump up in hiding this from the American people. And we deserve better than that. Democrats are already promising future votes. That was probably not the last time that you're going to see us deal with this issue, House Rules Committee ranking member Jim McGovern told Axios. Well, I hope that he's right and this isn't the last time we see it, because I will support any Democrat in trying to provide government transparency, even if I don't agree with them on a slew of other issues. Because this isn't just about left and right, guys. This is a clear-cut, easy to solve problem. You need to release the files about these criminals, and we need to prosecute the people that were involved in them. It's not even a close one. So Republicans dismissed the vote as a cynical partisan ploy, with Representative Tim Burchett telling Axios, it's just politics. It's not about protecting little children, and that ticks me off. Well, what's it about then? Like, why won't you, even if it is about politics, why won't you release it? There's obviously something in there that's causing people to be very concerned because Americans and the MAGA movement are absolutely furious about the handling of this. So what exactly is it that you're covering up? And let's be clear, because Trump right now is trying to blame Obama and Hillary Clinton and saying that they came up with the list. Bill Clinton is on the list. You're telling me that Hillary Clinton released the Epstein list with her husband on it. We know that they're tied to it. We know that you were friends with the Clintons. We know that you're friends with Jeffrey Epstein. So since we already know these uncomfortable truths about what's happening, if there's nothing new to find out about Trump, why not just release the files? Well, the truth is, there's either something that is uncomfortable about Trump that he doesn't want the public to know about, or Jeffrey Epstein was working for another state. And honestly, guys, if he was working for another state, it was Israel. And he almost certainly was at this point. We have so much evidence building up to this that it really isn't even a question. So we are now protecting Israel instead of putting America first. Both of these things are unflattering to Trump, and so that's why he doesn't want to release the file. Well, at this point, based on what we know now about Trump and Jeffrey Epstein and how touchy he gets when reporters ask him anything that's related to him, we can probably guess that this isn't a guy who's really coming across as being innocent, is it?
You say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the stabbing?
Yeah, sure. If
Hey,
I
Pam,
could,
could I just interrupt for
Sure.
1 second? Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep? That is unbelievable.
And I'd like to point out that's a reaction from a guy that seems to have done more than touch the hearts of children. But let's keep going. The House voted 211 to 210 against allowing a House vote on Representative Ro Khanna's measure to force the DOJ to publish the Epstein files online within 30 days. That's pretty bad, guys. That means that all of the Republicans are the ones who are out here covering this up. We didn't get anybody that would actually come out on the Republican side and say, yeah, I'm breaking with Trump on this. The American people deserve to know it. That tells you everything you need to know about the House Republicans today. Democrats' procedural motion would have scuttled the GOP's legislative agenda for the day in favor of the Khanna bill, making it difficult for Republicans to vote for it. That's cope, because right now, all these Republicans are going out, running cover for Trump. They're going on the news outlets, talking about how this is just a horrible ploy. This has already taken over politics for a number of days now, so they could have just put this to bed instead of prolonging it. So that's some cope right there. The Republicans weren't actually trying to get things solved. They were trying to shut it down. And let's be real about it. That's why none of them voted to let this pass. The vote fell along party lines, with all Democrats who were present voting for their party's maneuver and all Republicans voting against it. It came after Republicans on the House Rules Committee voted Monday night against attaching the Epstein language to a broader cryptocurrency and defense funding vote. Okay, on that one, I'm going to give them a little bit of credit, because if you want to attach this to a number of other issues, well, I can see that getting a little bit tricky, because I don't think that cryptocurrency and defense funding should be in the same bill where we're just going to talk about the Epstein files. This is something that should just be a black and white, single down the line vote. Yes or no, should we release the Epstein files? Do the American people deserve to know the truth, or do they not? And the answer is yes, we do deserve to know the truth. So Ralph Norman, who voted for the Khanna measure in the Rules Committee on Monday, told Axios he did so because I believe in transparency and I believe in putting things on the table. But with regards to the Tuesday vote on the House floor, he said he believes Attorney General Pam Bondi has an independent party that's looking at it, which he called the right course. All right, how long are they going to look at this thing? They've been looking at it long enough. This was supposed to be released day one, if you remember. Well, that doesn't seem to be happening, does it? But here's the uncomfortable truth. Donald Trump is not keeping his campaign promises. Donald Trump promised to release the Epstein files, and now he's blocking their release. Donald Trump promised that he was going to get us out of the war in Ukraine, and he's continuing to arm them. Donald Trump promised that we wouldn't get involved in any more wars in the Middle East, and now he's gotten involved with another war against Iran, and he's continuously supporting Israel's war with all of their neighbors. Donald Trump is not doing what he promised to do, and the Prince of Peace here is being absolutely horrific on issues of foreign policy. And we all need to come to terms with that and stop pretending like this guy is somebody that we should be defending. If you voted for Donald Trump, like I did, because you wanted to make sure that we had peace, well, you made the wrong choice, just like me. Donald Trump is not giving us peace, and Donald Trump is not doing what's best for America. Donald Trump is putting Israel first, and he is doing only what's good for Donald Trump. And that's the uncomfortable truth here, guys. So do me a favor, hit like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon with more uncomfortable truths. Take care, everybody.